My grandmother's super into genealogy, so it was kind of perfect for me.
Like Joran, my grandmother also has a lot of information about our genealogy.
My family is a matriarchy. I was like my grandma's companion.
I fell down a rabbit hole and I was just calling all these aunties I haven't talked to, and I'm like, you need to tell me about this person.
Backstory, even old recordings.
All information has been lost. All documents, papers were burned in a fire.
I'm a mom myself. I have 2 children. I don't know, ancestry has been really important to me, or my maternal instincts.
Now I just want to explore everyone that I don't know about in depth and find the connections and the similarities.
Even though there are family members, these are our ancestors. They were flawed and they weren't perfect.
All right, I'm excited. I'm ready for this. Thursday, come at me.
We are
How Peligro.
How Peligro or Aloha.
Or Aloha
Also means goodbye.
And this
is
Our motherline
story project. I want to go into Christine's tone, your attitude, your the shifting. Oh, even more juicy, and it
I knew her as a child knows a grandmother, there was this guy before Tatai, or my grandfather. She's like, yeah, there's some guy, did anyone tell you about him? He was some principal. And I was like, what guy? This is a story. That's who I need to talk to. I need to talk to this guy.
Hi, I'm Christine, and I am currently in Honolulu, Hawaii. And this is my grandmother, or Nanai, Lydia. She was the matriarch of our big and boisterous family. And I decided to explore her story because she passed away when I was in 5th grade. So in general, I wish I had more time with her, but being able to research her and ask my aunties an endless amount of questions about her, even though she didn't give me these details or stories herself, it still made me feel closer to her.
Stop. Tumigil ka na. I already said there's no way out of this. I'm only telling you this because you are the one person in this world that I can trust. But you're just like them. Do you think I haven't thought about this? Do you think that I'm going into this blindly? I'm not just a stupid girl with a 3rd grade education like everyone thinks. I have spent every moment planning, searching, praying to find a way out. Wala eh. Wala talaga akong magawa. I'm pregnant. He is the appointed mayor. His mom is my boss. And she hates me. His family hates me because they think I'm just some gold-digging katulong trying to get out of this. My life. My life that I love. My freedom. My family. My friends. You. Can you believe they think I want to be one of them? When his mom found out, she said, well, at least we won't have to buy her a wedding dress. Just send her out in a pillowcase. When people ask her who I am, she lies and says, she's just one of the maids. And I don't even care. I don't even care because she's right. I am poor and I have nothing. And there's nothing that I could give this baby that could even be a 10th better than what they could give this baby. So we lost. Natalo na tayo. Wala na tayo. And there's nothing that you can do to change my mind. Because I fucked him. I did. And I liked it. And who are you? Sino ka? You're nothing. You're nobody, and you'll never be anybody, and you'll never get out of here. So I'm leaving.
Yeah, talking with my grandma again, I was just like, oh, what other things did she go through? And then it was like, well, her husband wouldn't speak to her for months. And I'm like, what? Oh, mostly yard work, forgetting to water the plants. I remember hearing stories from my grandmother saying like she used to talk in second or third person. Like she would actually say her name, like, oh yeah, I think Mabel's hungry today. You know, just like out of nowhere. So it's one of those things where it's like talking to herself without having that like kind of communication with other people. So I was like, all right, I can use that. Also, oh my goodness.
Mother line, and about how like sometimes there are patterns or the trauma is repetitious. How she internalized the mom trauma with this man, with like her husband, and how like the pattern was there. Whew.
You have a mom who's like telling her to do all of these things, and if she doesn't do it, then like she reprimands her, scolds her, gets on her back for it. But then you see with the husband, if she doesn't do things, then he just doesn't talk to her. A really interesting shift.
And yeah, I feel like that's also can be very relatable, right, for people who communication issues. I've had my own instances of, you know, silent treatment. Yeah, and then but it's real, right? And so that's what you bring it out, like, and how silly, well, seemingly meaningless things, but maybe there's something deeper, right, that needs to be addressed. But those like little incidences are the straw that breaks the camel's back, right?
And like that self-talk has probably been there since she was a kid, right? Like because she was getting all this verbal abuse from mom, and it just stuck with her as an adult.
You know, she's talking to herself, but we can tell, like, you know, she definitely is not happy with this situation. She's not like, this is my duty, this is my job. She's like, what the heck? I do all these things for you, and this is what I get. You know, it's like a questioning of like why I do these things, and why do I do these things when no one's gonna appreciate it or only see the things that I don't do, which I know we can all relate to. So yeah.
Aloha, my name is Joran Young, and I currently live on the island of Oahu in Honolulu, Hawaii. And this is my ancestor. This is Mabel Markham. Fun fact about her is she lived to be 101 years old. And I really wanted to explore more of her story and just dive in as to who she was and place myself in her shoes for once. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I'm very excited for you to meet her. It's been 23 days, Mabel. 23 days! I mean, it has gotten a little easier. Wake up from my side of the bed as soon as the roosters crow, and then to my chores. Sweep the leaves, water the plants, and take the trash out to the end of the street. I'd say it's a good way to start my day. Some time to talk to myself. Oh, if the neighbors saw me, they probably think I'm going mad. And then the dreadful part, walking into that house and cooking breakfast for myself and him. No words were spoken, yet again. It's been 23 days of this silence, this void. He has not spoken one word to me for 23 days straight. What happened again? What did I do this time that made him not speak to me for 23 days straight? Oh yeah, that's right. This time is because I relocated his small tiare bush to the front of the house. He was upset that I touched his plants. He only said one thing to me that day. And those are the last words I've heard spoken. He said, "Mabel, don't touch my plants." And that's it. Nothing else. How was I supposed to know he'd stay so upset all day and all night and for the past couple of weeks for 23 days straight? Just for that. I probably am going mad. I mean, this isn't the first time he's giving me the silent treatment. No. One time it was because I spilled coffee on the ground, so he didn't speak to me for 3 days. And then he didn't speak to me for 1 week because I didn't take the trash out in time. And so many other small instances, but nothing has lasted as long as 23 days of total silence. 23 days of sleeping beside one another in the same bed, eating meals across from each other at the same table, sitting beside one another as he reads the newspaper and I play with my deck of cards, twiddling my thumbs and waiting patiently for him to speak to me again. I wish I had friends. He wouldn't allow that. I am merely a doll at his disposal. But if there's just someone else in this house, then maybe I wouldn't have to feel so alone. I'm so lonely. Mabel, you are the only person I can talk to fill this void. You are strong, Mabel. You can wait. I mean, you've waited for 23 days straight. You can wait another day. We got this, Mabel. He can't stay silent forever.
All right. So we are having this meeting because there have been a couple of changes. Before everything changed, this was going to be at the theater. We were going to come at separate times and it was going to be a controlled environment. But now, since we have this new stay-at-home, work-from-home orders until September 9th, it means that we can't use the theater. So we figured it out. We're just going to try to embrace it, which means you will be filming yourselves in your homes with what you have. We all just gotta figure it out. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to look like film. So it's not gonna be perfect, and don't expect it to.
And bring yourself back to your body. When you're ready, you can let your hands come down. Open your eyes, find yourself here, aware, awake, and ready to work. Amazing.
So my name is Lily, and ever since the last workshop, I've just been thinking more about my mom's side of the family and just been talking to my grandma more. And she's just been telling me so many awesome stories about our maternal side. I just recently learned that I have an ancestor who was accused for being a witch in the Salem witch trials. I'm a witch.
Yeah, the details of a well-researched, young person, right? Taking whatever information that they can and being able to convey that to the parents. This is why I really have to go. Fearlessness.
All white people versus all Black and brown people, or colonizers versus natives, right? For that voice to be a person coming to a different land, that energy. and why that would benefit that person. It's just, that's what it is. To compare it to now, like where we are living in right now, where that's like absolutely not what it is, you know?
When I was doing my history, like my great 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 grandfather was like, well, why don't you just kill them if you don't like them?
Yeah, that's oof.
Right.
Aloha, my name is Lily Hi'ilani Okimura. I am from Mauna Lua on the island of Oahu, and this is my grandmother, Nancy Dela Cruz. She was only 19 years old when she moved from Wenatchee, Washington to the island of Oahu. And the reason why I wanted to explore her story was because I wanted to delve into the perspective of a white woman and her thoughts and her perceptions of the Hawaiian Islands, even though she's never been to the islands and she's only read about them through books. I wanted to explore that childlike wonder and her optimistic outlook on the Hawaiian Islands. And then she learns the truth and what life is really like, and she finds a deeper appreciation for it and love. They say the sun is always shining in Hawaii, even during the wintertime. The ocean sparkles in the sunlight, and it gives off a beautiful aqua blue color. Blue has always been my favorite color. There are mountains everywhere, and waterfalls too. And after it rains, there's always a rainbow in the sky. Mother, I know you're worried. I realize this isn't down the street, in the next town, or even in the next state. We're talking about in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. I'll be away from you, Father, Bob, Ginny, Diane, Andy, and Rob. I won't have family with me, and I'll just be traveling with my friends. I've never been away from home, and I've lived here my entire life. But I just finished school, and I earned my degree. I want to go out into the world and see it for myself, and ever since I've read those books about Hawaii, I just know it's where I want to be. Did you know that the Hawaiian Islands were once volcanoes millions of years ago? In my book, it says that there's a hot spot in the Pacific Ocean, under the islands. That's where the volcanoes came from. Once the lava touches the water, it turns into land. Isn't that fascinating? The Big Island still has an active volcano, but it's small and it's not dangerous. No, Mother, I won't be going to that island. I've also read that the people of Hawaii are very diverse and friendly. There are Native Hawaiians who've been living there for hundreds of years, just like the Wenatchee American Indians. My book goes into tremendous detail about their culture and what their life was like before Captain Cook arrived on the islands. And did you know that Hawaii had kings and queens? There's even a palace on the island of Oahu. That's the one I'm going to. Today there's so many people of different nationalities living there. It's so different from Wenatchee, where I know everyone and everyone looks like me. I've also read that the people of Hawaii go to the beach almost every day. Surfing is very popular among the locals, and the ocean waves can get as high as 20 feet. No, Mother, I won't be surfing. I'll just stick to swimming in the shallow waters, seeing the beautiful, colorful fish. Their state fish has a really popular name. I think it was humuhumu, apu. I'll find out soon enough. I can't wait to learn more Hawaiian words. And I'll write often. Of course I love Wenatchee. It's my home forever. I promise I'll come visit every summer to see you, Father, and everybody. And who knows? I may even meet a nice boy to bring back.
food is like so familial, and sometimes it's the only connection that we have with certain family members. We've all been at that table.
I was at that table listening to like my auntie ordering for everyone and just not understanding how like food service works. Like you can't just add in new tables and stuff.
Yeah, this is totally normal. I've accepted this as my norm. That's my mom or one of my aunties or grandma, whatever, just, you know, popping off.
And then like just making sure everyone is fed and everyone has enough.
This is how you care for them, for everyone.
For grandma's like was the backbone of that family, taking care of everyone. And even though they complain about kids not helping out, they still like do stuff for them anyways. It's just mother's love.
I've been eating bread this entire time and it's so delicious, but I feel like I'm getting fat.
My grandma, she couldn't cook, and she had to learn how to cook. And so it was a burden for her to cook for those guys. She couldn't even boil water.
My name is Melissa Orozco Vargas, and I'm currently in Honolulu, Hawaii, the indigenous land of the Kanaka Maoli.
And this is my grandma, Mildred, Sun Ang, better known as Millie Pang. Millie was the life of the party. She couldn't cook until she was much older because my grandpa was such an excellent one. But she loved to host a good meal. At mealtime, Millie might tell you about a new product or product line she was working with, or if you were one of her children or grandchildren, she'd use it as an opportunity to recruit you for a cleaning or organizing project that she had going on at home. Mealtimes with Millie were always super eventful. They were mostly, though, an opportunity to show how much she loved you.
Hello? Hi, excuse me. I just called it a while ago. A party of 10. Yep. And everyone's here, but now we're 13 people, so just squeeze us in on one table. That's good enough. Yeah, no problem. Come on, everyone. Let's all sit down. Sit. So let's, why don't we get ordering some noodles first from the kitchen before it gets too busy, yeah? Let me just call the waitress. Hello? Hi, excuse me. Yeah, we're ready to order now. Yes. So we want to get 2 orders of house special cake noodle and 1 order chow fun, beef chow fun, dry style, 1 fish juk, and choy. Yes. Kids, what kind of choy you want to eat today? So 2 orders of gailan and 1 order ong choy with garlic. Yeah, and also 2 order hamni fried rice and 1 half a pound of siu yuk. Yeah, and may we get ice water for the whole table, please? And also some more yum cha, yeah? Hot tea, ours, we drank it all already. So, yeah, that's it for now. What's that? Oh, sorry, they said they're just reminding me, later on I'm gonna order moi mai, yeah, takeout. Yep. Yeah, so don't let me forget, okay? Thank you. Kids, do you see the dim sum cart? Where is it? Let's get ordering some dim sum already. Yeah. Hello. Yep. Come. We're ready to order dim sum. Yeah. Okay. So we want hagao 4 orders. Excuse me. 4 orders siu mai, char siu bao 3 steamed and 3 baked, and also 1 order of the kind now chicken manapua. The steamed one also, sticky rice 2 orders, and ham soy gok 3 orders, and taro gok 3 orders also, and both of them are cut in half, please. And let's see, 2 orders of chicken feet. Yeah. Let me see what else they want. Pam, Annie, what else did I forget? Kids, what more you want to eat? Okay, so shrimp and chive dumpling 2 orders, please. Scallop look fun roll 1 order, and the bean curd roll 2 orders. Yeah. What? Oh yes. I almost forgot. The kind. What's that? Black bean spare ribs. Yeah. So yes. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah. Actually, excuse me. We need the muk fai ji. Yeah. So just hold on 1 second. How many muk fai ji we need? Wooden chopsticks. Yeah, raise your hand. 5 chopsticks. No, 6. And 3 forks for the kids. Yes. Yeah, and mustard dish for everyone. And chili oil too. Yeah, they like the chili oil, not just the mustard. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Oh, everyone. So today's lunch, it's Uncle Frank's treat. Yes, he's giving me a break today. Yes, I've been working hard, cooking more than I ever thought I'd be cooking in my whole life, you know? Yeah, even for those boys of his, yeah? Rick and Bert, sometimes those boys, they're not even boys, they're grown men. So ungrateful. Yeah, and last night, you know, they were over at the house at 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock this morning, goodness gracious. Dropping off paperwork and arguing with their father. Can you believe that? Oh, I just hate tax season. Uncle Frank is getting too old for this. And frankly, so am I. Come on, gang, eat up. There's more food coming, so let's eat, yeah? Melissa, I think I hear my phone ringing. Can you reach in my knitting bag? Yeah, it's in there. Yeah. Let me see. Hello? Oh, hi, Star. Yeah. Sorry, Grant's eating right now. Yeah, I'm having dim sum with Auntie Tam and Auntie Annie and the kids. Yes. Yeah, we're all here. Yeah, we should come and join us. Yeah, it's just 3 of you? Well, we just started eating not too long ago. Yeah, we'll squeeze you in on our table, and then when you guys come, then we just order more food, you know? Yeah. Yeah, so Phuc Lam, yeah? The one on Cultural Plaza along the river. Yes. Yeah, just come quickly then. Yeah, see you soon. Bye, love you. Waitress, excuse me. Yeah, so we have a couple more people coming. Yeah, we need 3 more chairs. Yeah, and if you have to, squeeze us on 2 tables or split us onto 2 tables, that's fine too. Yeah, but we need napkins. Yeah, more napkins, please. And also, I think maybe I just want to order one more noodles. Yeah, samsi min. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah, and we might still later on. Yeah. Okay. Dang, you guys gotta eat. Eat. There's so much food here. Yeah, you'll take it home later, but eat up for now. Yeah. Yeah, we're all done. Thank you.
But I think it's a empowerment. I would say all the women are searching for is empowerment.
Like an evolution.
Our ancestors they teach us things, and they discipline us, and they make us learn.
Evidence that the mother's work is never done.
You know, there's no right or wrong way to be a mana wahine. When you're a wahine, you have mana.
And in Hawaii, like there's this belief about the piko, and there's like that you have piko is your umbilical cord. That you have 3 umbilical cords. You have your umbilical cord that connects you to your ancestors from your head. You have your umbilical to your mother, your actual umbilical cord, and then your genitalia as your umbilical cord that connects you to your future generation. And so all of that, like connection.
Bye!
Lily! High five!
Bye, Jordan! Bye! I didn't go off, sorry, it's not going off.